This is actually going to be my second update for the Finish 4 by 4th of July challenge. I'm in a really weird filming spot, but this is the only area in the house that isn't completely filled with boxes, so we're just gonna kind of go with the flow until I have a permanent filming location again. But it has been quite a few weeks since I last had an update for this challenge, so I thought I would go ahead and do that today. So initially I picked out 5 items that I wanted to finish before the 4th of July, and I'm only aiming to finish off 4 of them. The way it's looking though, with everything that's been going on, I'm not sure if, I don't even know if 3 of them will be finished, honestly, but I was able to finish off one of them. I'll start with that. This is the Perfectly Posh Candied Lip Dye, and this one was in Caddy Coral, and I really didn't have a ton left in here, so not much of a surprise there. This one was finished off pretty early on after the last update, so one down. The next product was my Buxom lip gloss. This is one of their full-on lip creams. This is in Lavender Cosmo. This is one of my all-time favorite kind of light pink, light purple, kind of very pale lip colors. The last time that I used it, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to tell. Yeah, you can see there. This is the color of it down here, and I had kind of like a purpley, pinky purple lipstick on, and it got some of the product on the inside. That's okay, I don't mind, but at the last update I was right up here and I've gotten down to right there. So this, for sure, this one will definitely be one of the ones that I can finish before the finale. So really happy about this one. This next one, I definitely should have been wearing this a lot more than I was, but there was quite a few days that I did not wear one stitch of makeup on my face. So this is my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This is in the shade Blush. It's a little bit dark for me, so I'll usually just mix it in with the moisturizer, which is another reason why I don't have very much progress on this, is because I don't use as much of this product as I would if I could just use it straight out of the tube, if that makes sense. But anyway, this little arrow right here is where I started. And this was at the first update, second update. I used more than I did in the first update, but that's just because it's a longer period of time. Because I think in between these 2 lines here, it was like 2 or 3 weeks. So it's been almost a month, between 3 and 4 weeks in between these 2 markings. So honestly, I think that's why. But I definitely want to see if I use this every single day over the next 3 weeks, if I can finish this one off. I think there's a possibility on this. It'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. And then the next one, I had my Physicians Formula highlighter here. This is the Powder Palette Mineral Glow Pearls in Translucent Pearl. And you can see on here, this looks kind of confusing. Let me walk you through it. So this clear inner portion right up here, this is the pan that was showing when the challenge started. This little dashy part down here is what was cleared out at the first update, and this cleared out portion on the top up here is what I was able to clear out in the time since my first update. So this whole area is all cleared out, even though there's a bunch of lines on there. Instead of working down at this bottom area, at the last update I decided I would try and work up at this top portion up here, just because there's more product up there, and this down here, it's almost against the edge of the pan. So I just figured I'll try and work on some of this up here. I could have done a better job, honestly, but that is what my pan is looking like in there. So I'm going to stay focusing on this top portion up here and see how I do over the next couple weeks. I'm definitely going to be using this one as an eyeshadow. I had another product similar to this in my Project 10 pan, and I was focusing on that one because I think that will end before this project does. So I was trying to finish that eyeshadow off first. So now that that one's done, spoiler alert, I know, I can now focus on this one solely, and I can definitely use this as an eyeshadow as well. I'm just not sure on this one. I can't call whether or not it's going to be finished, so I guess we'll just have to see how this one ends up looking. And the last item, I know for sure this one won't be finished because there's so much product in here. This is the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre in number 96, which is Utopia, and this is kind of like a pinky, purpley, sort of shimmery, glittery, gorgeous base. And I do have it on the lid and the inner portion of the eye today, but I drew a line in the back at the last update, and I hadn't moved from that line just because I've been focusing on this portion here, and this one's not going to be finished, there's no way, but I would like to make some decent progress on this. I had been using it just with my fingertips, but I started using it with a brush recently, so maybe that'll help me use up a little bit more, I'm not sure. So there is a swatch of it there. You can see it's really beautiful, but it's kind of a thin base. You would think that you would use more than you do, but the smallest amount of this product really does the trick. So like I said, I have it on the eye as well, but that is what the Chanel base looks like as of right now. So honestly, I think maybe if I'm using these products every single day, I could probably finish off 3 of them. I don't know, it's gonna be a toss-up whether or not 3 of them are finished or it turns out to be 4, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!